Welcome to Lady Wildcat and Eunice Lady Cardinal basketball here at Lovington Gym. It's a battle of Lee County teams. I'm Dawn Morgan with TJ Miracle, and we're happy to bring you the Lovington girls on a Monday night. It's kind of rare, but I noticed that Eunice actually has some Monday night games, not rare for them. And Lovington will have, I think, a couple more for the girls coming up before the end of the season. So we're here, and yes, it's a pretty full gym, you know, for a girls' game here at Lovington. We're nice to see. Eunice has brought plenty of fans and parents along, and I think this is being against Eunice, a Lee County team tonight, so brought maybe more Lovington folks out. So it's good to see a nice crowd on a Monday night here, waiting to get this one started. And we have about 13 and a half minutes left in pregame, and we are handling the broadcast tonight for both teams. And when we get down into Eunice, then Jimmy and the crew will handle the game, although these two teams are not scheduled to meet each other again in the season. This is of course not in district, and these two teams of course are not in the same division. Lovington is 4A and Eunice is 2A, but Eunice comes in with a pretty good record, 2-1 on the season in 4-2A. They're coming off of a win against Dexter, 53-39. And next up, they're going to be hosting the Lubbock Titans a week from tonight on Monday the 16th. They have also beaten East Mountain and Dexter this season. That's where their two wins come. They lost to Clovis 67-43. But even in their losses, they're putting up some pretty good points against opponents. So the Eunice girls looking pretty sharp. And they have a roster that is twice as big as the Lovington roster. The Lovington girls have 7 girls listed. We think that there may be more tonight. We will wait until the introduction of players to see who all is suited up and scheduled to play tonight. We certainly hope that among those will be number 5, Aubrey Aranda. She went out before halftime of the Lovington girls game on Saturday morning in Dexter with an injury and did not come back in. So Denver City. Oh, what did I say? Dexter.
Okay. Classical, and she is out there. And
she
is out there. Looks like she is wearing an ankle brace on the right ankle. So back, and that's good.
Yeah, she's usually a starter. We'll see what happens tonight. If she's nursing that ankle, she may not see as many minutes tonight, but maybe it'll be. She doesn't look to be giving to it at all. So if she's out there warming up, it means that she probably is okay to play or has been cleared to play. So that's good news. As the Lovington ladies are coming off of some rocky a rocky showing in the shootout, the Denver City shootout, but they had, I think, probably they were good learning experiences and good games. They fell to Spearman and Littlefield. We did not see those games, but we did call the Saturday morning game against Midland Classical, and Lovington lost that one 59-32. But they did some good things well. Abigail Schaus was the leading scorer in that game by long shot. She had an excellent second half of that game along with a solid first half. But, with such a short roster, the girls have got to be well conditioned, and they've got to be able to spend a lot of time out on the court involved in the games. And so our Lovington girls have to be really, really tough this year and be ready to play and to just have short rest, in between. I think Chief, running in 1 or 2 subs when he can to try to give them rest when he can. But our Lovington Lady Cats are definitely a hardy breed this year, and a small team, but a lot of heart, and they've been improving. And I think they're going to be excited to play against this Eunice team here tonight. They really want the win. They are 1-3 on the season. Eunice coming in at 2-1. And I think the Lady Cats, especially after, having some losses in that shootout in Denver City this last weekend, they're hungry for another win. They've got one on the season, and you were able to call that game in Monahans. I did not see them in action that night, but are you seeing some steady growth and learning and potential out of this Lovington team?
Well, obviously there's going to be potential there, and they've got a lot of things that they can do very well. I would say, from the 2 games we've seen so far, inconsistency is the word that comes to mind so far. Of course, you're in a, hard to judge when you're playing at 7:30 in the morning or 8:30, whatever it was. I mean, It is a very tough thing, but just inconsistency. One thing that Lovington has got to do is they have got to, and this is hard to do with only 8 girls on the roster, they tend to do best and to play the best when they're pressing. The problem with pressing is if you get in foul trouble, all of a sudden you've got to back off, and that throws the whole game off. They've gotten good scoring from Abigail Schaus, as you mentioned, the 18 points in the game early Saturday morning. She had a good game in Monaghan's.
She had a double-double. She had a lot of rebounds, too.
Yep.
What, 12? Ended up with 10 or 12 rebounds, something like that?
Something like
I think
that.
about 12.
And then you've got Lea Castro, who was really, Midland Classical really held her to a whole lot of nothing. Midland Classical did a good job of cutting her off and cutting her lanes out, and she really didn't have any good looks at the basket in that game. But if they've got to get those two and keep them going. But then, and we talked about this last year, they have to find a consistent third scoring threat. That way, the other teams can't just concentrate on Schaus and Castro. They've got to start thinking about somebody else.
And Aubrey Aranda was having a good game on Saturday morning until she had that injury, and she went out and did not get to contribute in the second half of that game. Carly Knapp came in and was doing, some good things. She had some points in the game. And Malaya, of course, she also went out with an injury. So for a while, she did not play for about a quarter of that game, and then was able to come back in the second half. So she got hit in the eye and taken out for about a quarter of that game. So we did not get to see they weren't all out there healthy and playing the full game. But that's going to happen sometimes, especially when you have such a short bench. These things put you at peril. I mean, getting into you got two players in foul trouble, and wow, you're in big trouble when you have 7 players on the bench. We do see someone else out there, Ashlyn Borunda. You had a good eye and caught the fact that it looks like she's out there and back, and that is going to help tremendously. I mean, every girl that you have that's going to be strong to either start or come off the bench when you only had 7 on your roster is a big help.
Right.
TJ.
Well, and now you've got 8, and Ashlyn last year really stepped it up in the latter part of the season and became a legitimate threat on the inside. Now, she's a girl who's not afraid to step back and take a tray, but she is really going to be the girl that they rely on in the post when Schaus is out, or you can put them in almost as a Twin Towers configuration. If you can stop one, you can't stop the other one.
Exactly.
But it's going to come down to consistency, and you've got to think. And knowing Coach Gary Frazier for the Eunice Lady Cardinals, he's seen the film from what they did in the tournament up in Denver City, and he's seen in Monaghan's, and he's gonna and this is a trademark of the Eunice girls teams going back for as long as I can remember. They're gonna play you tight, and they're gonna play you tough, and they're gonna try and put you in situations where you are not comfortable, and they're gonna do a good job disrupting the passing lanes and really kind of just making life miserable for you. When they can do that, they do make life miserable. I don't care that it's a 2A versus a 4A. There was really some times in that Clovis game, yes, they lost 67-43, but that's a big 5A team.
Exactly, against a 2A. When you put up 43 points against a team like that, that's saying something, And in that game on Saturday morning, they were doing well. Malaya Castro, I think she hit a 3, but when her perimeter shooting is hot, that's very helpful to Lovington. If you've got her on the outside and you've got her passing in, what she was doing, Schaus was posting up, and Castro was passing into her, and Schaus was, laying it up, putting it up and in from the left or right, and that's how she made a lot of those points in that second half. And then Malaya is really gonna, when you're Lovington, you're really gonna rely. You need a couple of shooters who are gonna be hot from 3-point range, and Malaya often is. But when you're not hot, you're gonna leave a lot of points out on the floor. You're just gonna not be able to do anything except try to work somebody in the inside, whether it's Schaus or somebody else, and muscle in. Eunice is very aggressive. They like to press. Even the JV game, JV won, by the way. The Eunice JV beat Lovington 36-15, and even at the JV level, they were pressing really hard. Even up, at the very end of the game, they were trying to force turnovers, take the ball away, and they were being very aggressive and playing quickly and forcing turnovers and moving fast down the court and trying to score off of those. We expect that the varsity is going to do the very same thing, TJ.
Well, I would certainly think so, and that's really a hallmark of a Gary Frazier team is they're gonna press, they're going to pressure, and they're going to try and force you into mistakes. Lovington cannot have those mistakes. They've turned the ball over way too many times. They turned it over almost 30 times versus Monahans. They turned it over 31 or 32 versus Midland Classical. And I said during the Monahans game, you know, you can get away with it when you're playing a lower-level team, and that's not to take anything away from Monahans, but they just weren't at the level of a Spearman or a Littlefield or a Midland Classical, and the turnovers really did kind of bite them. Lovington, like we mentioned earlier, plays best when they're in kind of a run-and-gun style, but that run-and-gun style with Chief Bridgeforth includes very crisp, clean, quick passes. And some of those passes that just frankly got stolen away on Saturday morning were just kind of lazy, little bounce, and ill-advised and were telegraphed all over the place, and allowed Midland Classical to go, we know exactly where that's going, just cut it off and take it the other way.
Right, so, and some of that, too, was just not taking care of the basketball. So Lovington's got to really, improve in all those areas and just play tight, play the best they can, and really, they really want another win. They'd like to come out of this with a 2-3 record heading against Roswell tomorrow night. They don't have any rest after tonight. They're on the road to play at Roswell tomorrow, and then they're right back here this Friday night against Denver City, and that will be at 6:30 p.m. Now,
and we will have the game on Friday. We will not have the game tomorrow.
Okay, because that's on the road in Roswell. We will not be on the road with them tomorrow. For Eunice, next up is going to be against Lubbock Titans 1 week from tonight. I think I mentioned that earlier, on the 16th. So they've got a week, to get ready for that one after they play Lovington and play this game tonight. So let's run down the rosters really quickly, and then we'll take a break and play some of our mini sponsors for both schools.
And we are on Eunice Sports YouTube. At least we were a couple of minutes ago.
Very good. I wrote that down and then I crossed it out, so I'll add it back. So Lovington Sports YouTube, Eunice Sports YouTube at HobbsAmerica.com. Eunice under head coach Gary Frazier, assisted by V. McBee. Number 1 is Alea Garcia. 2 is Alondra Morin. 4 is Mariah McGuire. 5 is Elizabeth Gayton. 10 is Michaela Pierce. 12 is McKenna McBee. 14 is Kara Thompson. 20 is Zakiah Ray. 23 is Malin Villa. 30 is Aubrey Haller. 33 is Alina Rodriguez. 35 is Peyton Williams. 41 is Autumn Davis. And 50 is Michelle Ostos. For Lovington, number 3 is Pesha Gonzalez. Number 4 is Carly Knapp. 5 is Aubrey Aranda. 10 is Braylon Hernandez. 12 is Malaya Castro. 24 is Jabri Rios. 42 is Abigail Schaus. And we know that we don't know what number she'll be wearing, jersey number, but we know Ashlyn Warunda is going to be on the team as well. 2, 4, 6, 8. Yep,
I think Ashlyn may be wearing number 14.
All right. Well, we'll write that down for now. And let's take a break and hear from some of our great sponsors. You can see their logos on the screen, so take a minute to look at those and listen to our spots, and we thank our sponsors very much. We'll be back in just a few minutes with a tip-off of this one. We'll have Lovington Eunice girls basketball coming up on Lovington Sports YouTube, Eunice Sports YouTube at HobbsAmerica.com.
NMR Pipeline is a highly qualified, dedicated company, leading in performance with management and employees who've provided over 45 years of service in pipeline maintenance and construction within the oil and gas industry. NMR Pipeline, 300 South Main in Eunice, or call 394-0144 for more information. Again, 394-0144. NMR Pipeline is proud to be a supporter of all Lea County athletics and academics.
Guns Up Services is a proud supporter of their Eunice community and their Eunice Cardinals. Guns Up Services has been in business almost 13 years and is family owned and operated, located at 2105 Avenue O in Eunice. They are your trusted vacuum truck, winch truck, frac tanks, rental equipment, and dirt work provider. Guns Up Services in Eunice wants to cheer on their Eunice Cardinals and wish them luck this sports season. Guns Up Services, another proud supporter of all Lea County athletics. Go number 5. Parker Energy, family owned and operated since 2006. Their team is known for their hard work and dedication, big enough to meet your needs for transport, pump trucks, vacuum trucks, and disposal services. Parker Energy and their staff are huge supporters of all Lea County sports and academics. They encourage their young adults to go the extra mile, whether it's sports, grades, or just being a better you. Parker Energy Support Services, 2350 Avenue O, a proud supporter of Lea County athletics.
Bart Parker, owner of Redbird LP Gas Company, and his employees are proud of their Eunice Cardinals. Bart, class of 1971, state champions of both basketball and baseball, support the kids with their academics and athletics. They realize that balancing both is challenging and appreciate their determination. Redbird knows the Eunice Cardinals have worked really hard to get where they're at, and they are cheering them on all the way. Bart and his crew say, "Go Eunice Cardinals!" Redbird Garage is your hometown local mechanic shop specializing in minor and major repairs from oil changes, car washes, brake work, AC repair, and so much more. For more information, call 394-8828. Call 394-8828. Or swing by Redbird Garage at 1800 North Main Street in Eunice and meet the new owners, Josh and Erica Jones. Redbird Garage is your hometown mechanic shop, committed to always doing what's right for you and your vehicle.
The Eunice Clinic is proud to support the Eunice Cardinals. Go Cardinals! You're the pride of Eunice. The Eunice Health Clinic offers many of the same basic services that many local physicians provide. They specialize in sick care for all ages, women's exams, physicals, health education, lab tests, and diagnostic studies. They're proud supporters of athletic and academic events. The Eunice Health Clinic is proud to back the Cardinals. Go Cards!
And
the Eunice community.
welcome back to Lovington Sports YouTube, Eunice Sports YouTube, and HobbsAmerica.com. I'm Dawn Morgan, and we just had the announcement of players. And running down the roster, your starting five for Eunice High School will be Alondra Morin, number 12, McKenna McBee, number 30, Aubrey Howler, 33, Elena Rodriguez, and 35, Peyton Williams. Your starters for the Lovington girls will be number 4, Carly Knapp, 5, Aubrey Aranda, 12, Lea Castro, 14, Ashlyn Borunda, good call, TJ on the number, predicting the number, her jersey number, and 42, Abigail Schaus. So we are ready to get this one underway. A battle of Lee County teams, a 4A against a 2A, but these teams pretty well matched on paper, and we expect maybe an exciting close game tonight, TJ.
Well, you certainly hope so. Lovington should have the advantage on the inside as long as Schaus is there. Of course, you've got Williams and also Howler, who do provide some size for Eunice, but it's going to be hard if they can find something inside, and then if Eunice collapses girls in to stop Schaus, that'll leave Castro open on the outside.
So here we go. It's Schaus against Howler in the center. We'll see who wins the tip-off. So it is Lady Cats versus Lady Cardinals, and Eunice wins the tip. Schaus gets it back to Knapp. Knapp over to Borunda. Borunda leaves it off for Aranda. She drives in to the right side of the lane, then kicks it back out. Borunda has to pull back outside the circle, get it over to Knapp, top of the key, over to Castro on the left wing. Castro's just going to drift back to backcourt. Now drive over to the right, leave it off for Knapp. Knapp now drives in and kicks it back out to Schaus. She pulls up a nice jump shot, and Schaus with first 2 points, and Lovington draws first blood.
And that was just good, quick passing, and they found the open lane, and Schaus was able to put it in from about 7-8 feet. She can be dangerous from that high post position.
Very nice. Yeah, I think I expected to see her in the low post, and maybe Eunice did too. Instead, she stayed out near the key and then drifted a few feet forward and took that shot, nothing but net. Now Eunice coming the other way, tries a three-point shot from the left wing, doesn't fall, and Knapp grabs the rebound and gets it to Schaus. Schaus gives it to Lea Castro. She'll run the point. Nice rebound for Knapp. Leaves it off. And a three-point shot from top of the arc from Aranda does not fall. Fight for the rebound. Schaus has it momentarily and then kicks it back out to Knapp. So really a rebound for Schaus. That get it to Malaya downtown, way downtown. Wow, WNBA range there from outside, top of the arc. Wow, very nice. A three-pointer, and now Lovington off with a 5-0 lead. 3 points. We talked in the before the game if Malaya's three-point game is hot, Lovington's got a really good chance. Now, coming the other way, Eunice taking the ball across the baseline, and there was a fight. Stepped on the baseline and out of bounds. So they were trying to work Howler in to get her underneath the basket, and just didn't work. So turnover for Eunice, and Lea Castro has it, takes it all the way down to the left corner, and then out to Aranda, passes in to Borunda, back out to Malaya. She tries another shot from three-point range on the left wing. It does not fall. Fight for the rebound. It goes out of bounds.
Rodriguez had a hand in her face, and that kind of disrupted her timing just a little bit.
So it is Eunice basketball. They bring it down. Haller, oh, and they're going to say, I think, yeah, she traveled. She was in the lane and decided to pass it back out. I think she was looking to try to get 33 Rodriguez, Elena Rodriguez, and took that little stutter step and got called. So second turnover for Eunice and a good break for Lovington. They're up 5-0. Castro running the point, crosses timeline center court. Believe getting worked on by number 2 by Morin. Yep. They get it to Schaus. Schaus puts one up. It doesn't fall, but she gets a rebound and the putback good. She's got 4 in the game now and makes it 7-0. Lovington. Eunice.
3 quick rebounds for Schaus.
Yeah, and now a 3-point shot by Haller goes off the glass, and Barunda comes up with a rebound. That's her first.
Her second.
Her second, actually.
Lovington winning the rebounding battles right now.
To Castro. Castro, tough going against a tough defense by Eunice. She passes over to Barunda. She takes a 3-point shot from the right wing, and it goes off the rim, out of bounds. And so it will be Eunice ball. They will inbound. That is number 12, McBee, who will get it in to Williams, who will run the point. Then back to McBee. Bounce it back to Williams, and now into Haller. Back out. And now over into the left corner. Morin wanted to take the 3, but she had Lea Castro in her face. Now a bounce into Haller. Looking, no room in the lane. Schaus doing a nice job keeping her out of it. Eunice just going to work it around the arc. Back into Haller. Now back and driving in. Bounce pass back to Haller. She takes a 3-point shot. It comes off the rim, goes out of bounds. Last touch by, it'll be Lovington ball. It'll be Eunice ball. Last touch by Lovington.
By Aranda.
Yes.
As Jabri Rios will check in, Ashlyn Barunda going to check out. Good minutes for her. Couple of rebounds and some assists in her first action of the season.
Nice. And the inbound, a shot up from the left corner by 33 Rodriguez, no good. And the rebound was to, I believe that was Castro.
Was
no, it was
Rios.
Rios, Jabri Rios. Lovington working it around, trying to get it in the lane, and the ball loose. They're going to call a foul, and it's going to be against who, 14?
I think they're going to call that on Williams. Yep, that'll be her first personal.
Peyton Williams, and it will send number 5, Aubrey Aranda, to the line. The first trip for anybody to the line tonight. Ooh, nothing but net. Nice job. She sinks it, makes it 8-0 now. 8 unanswered points for Lovington. I'm surprised Eunice hasn't actually taken a timeout, but Eunice is a team that they like to run, they like to have their head, and Coach Frazier just letting them work through it. And that went up and good, so Aranda makes it 9-0 now.
As Braylon Hernandez checks in for Lovington, comes in for Aranda, gonna take some of the pressure off that ankle.
4:26 left to go in this first. Lovington leading Eunice 9-0. Eunice inbounding. McBee takes it across the timeline. Morin actually across the timeline.
That was McBee.
Oh yeah, 12. It is. I was right the first time. Then over to Morin, back to McBee. Passing around. Lovington keeping him out of the paint. Good job defensively. Now they pass into the left corner, and the ball almost taken away. Now a 3-point shot. Oh, and that was beautiful. Got to give credit where credit's due as McBee swishes the net from the left wing.
McBee, a nice stroke. They left her open, and she is not afraid to take that step-back three-pointer when she can.
That's what all the passing was about. They were passing around, trying to get her or anybody in position. Now Lovington coming the other way. They get Schaus. She posts up and has 2 looks at the basket, gets a rebound, put back no good, and the rebound by Eunice. Now they're going to work it around outside the arc. They get McBee open in that left corner. Actually, Warren open in left corner. She takes a shot. It does not fall. There's a fight for the rebound on the other side. Lea Castro has her hand up and in, and I believe they do call.
They're going to call that on McBee, yep.
And so that will be the first foul.
Second. First on her second team foul.
Yes, first, and that's what I was going to say, is first foul on McBee. So Lovington's ball, they inbound. Lea Castro running the point, center court. Leaves it off. Driving all the way across the lane, gets it to Knapp. Ball is loose on the court. She's just trying to get it to anybody she can, and I think they're going to just call it a travel. So, yep, she ended up, she was on the floor trying to get the ball, and They call the travel. So a turnover, and I think I've got Lovington down for 2 turnovers.
That's their first one.
Just their first one. All right.
Eunice with 2.
2, yeah, for Eunice is what I've got. So Eunice coming back the other way. A 3-point attempt by Williams from the right wing. Bounces off, goes out of bounds. It'll be Lovington basketball. Knapp is going to come out, and Aranda goes in. Schaus comes out.
And Barunda goes in.
And it will be Barunda. No, it'll be Aranda to inbound. Give it off to Malaya. Castro will run the point. Come up center court. Getting worked on by Morin. Leaves it off for Aranda. Aranda, spin move in the lane, trying to find the handle of the ball, and they get tied up. She gets tied up. I believe that was getting a hand on the ball was 33. I think that was Elena Rodriguez. Jump ball, and it goes. The arrow goes to the Cardinals. Coming down 9-3 is your score. 2:26 left to play in this first. Lovington leading. That is McBee running the point. Passes off to the left. Gets it back. Passes off to Williams on the right. Gets it back and now takes the 3-point attempt. And it rattles front, back, and then through. And that is 2 3-pointers for McBee. Just like that, it cuts
again,
it.
You've got to keep somebody in McBee's face or she will take that shot every
Malaya
time.
Castro with the ball, works it around, comes in, drives in from the right, and puts up the layup. So she's got 5 points in the game.
And they backed off Malaya there. They were expecting her to pass it out, and instead she just took it herself and found the lane and took it to the hoop.
And that's what you want to be able to, to be able to do that, not just get pigeonholed as shooting, but if she runs the point, she's able to take it to the hoop, and that's good news for Lovington. Eunice works it around, and they finally pass it in, and they do find, I believe that is Morin, number 2, right to the left of the basket. She puts up the layup, makes it 11-8. A pass in to Aranda from the left, and nice work as Lovington moving the ball around very well.
Give
and they
go,
find, they find it, and I didn't see actually who the assist was from.
Door,
I didn't see who the assist was from, but she's got 2 points, make it 13-8. Oh, Eunice with a shot up, no good, and coming down with it, I believe was Barunda. That's her 3rd rebound. A shot up, no good. Fight for the rebound. It ends up on the floor. They're going to call a little foul from the back on number 5. They're going to get Aranda for a little trip foul from behind. That's her first foul, and that is just the first team foul against Lovington. So 13-8 is your score. Lovington leading. Just less than a minute now left to play in this first quarter. It'll be Eunice basketball. That foul was on the floor. So it'll be Morin to get the ball from McBee. Morin will run the point. McBee slides over to the right. Good defense as take away Aranda with a steal, and it's just going to take it coast to coast up and in. Oh, but no good. The little layup from the right, no good. The rebound, I think, was Morin.
It was.
And coming down is Elena Rodriguez, getting worked on good by Apacia Gonzalez, who's in the game for the first time. Eunice passing around the outside of the arc, bounce pass in, and then right back out. 33. Rodriguez thinks about the 3. Then she takes a few steps forward and then pops the net for 2. First 2 points for Elena and makes it 13-10. 4 seconds left, and a desperation last-second shot from near mid-court by Barunda, just trying to put up anything at the last second, and it was an air ball, goes out of bounds. So we end the first quarter with Lovington leading 13-10. We'll be back with more Lady Cardinal basketball from Wildcat Gym on Lovington Sports YouTube, Eunice Sports YouTube, and HobbsAmerica.com.
Eunice Pump and Supply has been around for over 30 years and is excited to continue their services to the community. They take pride in their employees and their hard work and dedication, and most importantly, take pride in the youth of Lea County. Eunice Pump and Supply is a proud supporter of all Lea County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, another proud supporter of Lea County athletics.
And welcome back to Lovington and Eunice girls basketball from Wildcat Gym, where first quarter 13-10 is your score. Lovington leading. They had an 11-0 run going, and Eunice came back, fought back, and chipped away until they got it to within 3 points. A couple of three-pointers by McKenna McBee made quick work of that. A couple of points from Morin, a couple of points from Rodriguez. So far, it is Abigail Schaus with 4 points for Lovington, 5 from Lea Castro. She's got the only tray for Lovington right now, and Lovington inbounds to start this second quarter. And that is Castro to Schaus. Schaus, they're going to call for her travel. She was looking to find somebody open, and Knapp.
Yeah, you can't pick up that pivot.
That's right. You've got to go ahead and get rid of it before you do that. She knows. So now give it over. That is the second turnover for Lovington. Third now. Sorry. Eunice with the ball, bouncing in. Then back out, top of the arc. Good defense by Lovington. That's Garcia in the ball. And taken away. A nice steal by Barunda. Although I think she stepped on the sideline. She stepped out of bounds. But nice hustle and good steal. Ashlyn, nice work.
So each team now with 4 turnovers as they trade them right there.
Yep. And 13-10 still your score. Eunice with the ball now. They'll try this again. That is Williams. Outside the arc, getting worked on pretty good by Knapp. They're patient, though. If they're not being really aggressive, they simply pass around until they find the open girl, drive the lane, and then a shot up from the free throw line. No good. It pops up. Fight for it. Knapp with her hand on it. Ends up loose, and Barunda picks it up. So Barunda will drive in and try to put up the layup from the right side. She gets blocked, but is also fouled. So not a clean block, but Eunice faithful like that because that was Williams. She's going to pick up her second foul as she was.
Whistle out on Haller.
Oh, on Haller. Okay, 30. Yeah, I thought it was Williams. I saw the 3, and I thought it was 3-5, not 3-0. At the line, Barunda eyes it, skies it, and nothing but net. So she's in the books now. She had 3 rebounds and a couple of assists before that and a steal. And now she's got a point, makes it 14-10. The scorekeeper hasn't put that point up yet. Did they wave it off? Was there a lane violation? Okay. So 14-10, another chance. And then nothing but net on that one as well.
Stevens just a little behind.
Okay. So 2 points from the line for her. And right now, Lovington is 4 of 4 at the free throw line in this game. 6:50 left to play.
I wasn't going to mention it until after the free throws.
That's all right. I didn't. I waited on purpose, too. Oh, a nice steal, a takeaway. That's a second steal by Aranda off of a bad pass, and she gets it over to Castro. Castro gets it. It passes it in to Schaus, who posted up. Her look doesn't go, but Aranda with the rebound. Now, Lea Castro tries to pop the net from three-point range on the right wing. It won't fall, and the rebound is by McBee. Oh, and a pass stolen away again. That is Barunda with another steal. She gives it to Lea Castro. Castro takes it up and in from the left side. Now she's got 7 points in the game. Makes it 17-10. Lovington on a little roll here off of steals, and that's what you want, is to force turnovers and to make points off of them. Eunice having a little trouble hanging on to the ball. And again, just like that, Castro comes from behind, takes it away from Williams, and then loses handle. She has to pull out of the lane, gives it kind of a no-look pass to Barunda, and then Barunda has it just snatched away from her.
Kara Thompson just grabbed that and said mine.
Kara in the game for the first time with a steal, and three-point attempt up by McBee does not go. And with her hand up, I know that Alea Garcia got a hand on it trying for the rebound. It goes out of bounds, but I think they're going to say it was tipped by Lovington. And it looks like Aubrey Aranda not feeling real good right there. I think somebody came down on her foot, and she's giving to that foot, that ankle that's wrapped that she got that was injured. She's going to come out. I think Chief Richworth sees the same thing I was seeing, and going to bring her out and give that ankle a little bit of rest. So they put Braylon Hernandez in for her. Eunice inbounds, will bounce pass in the lane, and then Morin trying to pass it off into the corner. I didn't see who she was trying for. It goes out of bounds. So I think that was 5. I think that's a Gaetan. So out of bounds, and was that turnover number 7 for Eunice?
Turnover number 9.
9 for Eunice, okay. And I've got Lovington for 5, is that right?
That is correct.
Okay, 17-10 your score, 5:21 left in this second quarter. Lea Castro running the point, travels on the outside of the arc from from the center over to the left,
And
they're going to
call.
call. Yeah, they're going to call the Braylon Hernandez for the foul. I think it happened on the right after the takeaway. Castro left it off for her, and there was a little bit of an exchange there. And a Eunice girl right there in the way. So Eunice will have it. Passing around. And three-point attempt up, no good. And it comes down to Braylon Hernandez, and she got the rebound, and then it goes out of bounds.
Got swatted away from behind by Rodriguez, who was trying to get her a little bit sloppy and got a hand on it, couldn't control it.
Lena Rodriguez with a good hustle and a good thought there, just couldn't get the ball. So Lovington will have it. That's Lea Castro, walks across center court, running the point, passing it off. Now Schaus posts up and tries to take a pass and getting worked on. The ball ends up on the court. They're going to call Schaus for the foul, or
they're
going to
say
call
that Alina Rodriguez got the turnover,
but
and
she
fell forward
and out of bounds. So
and
there was no push.
Had the hands up and was standing as tall as she could stand.
That's right, to try to say, hey,
trade turnovers.
So to say, hey, I didn't do it, I didn't foul, I promise, but I was afraid they were going to call her for the foul. Schaus gets the inbound, gets it to Knapp. Knapp gets it out to
Rios
in the game. And then back to Malaya. Malaya passes to Schaus, who posted up. Schaus goes up and count the bucket, and she gets fouled. So
by about four different Eunice girls. Let's see who they're going to call it on. They'll call it on Gaitan.
They have their choice. She was surrounded and sort of towering above everybody with those hands. And good pass and a good assist, I think, from, was it Malaya, I believe, who passed that into her, got the assist. Now Schaus from the free throw line. Eyes it, skies it, bounces off to the left. So she will not get the three, but they do count the bucket. So it's 19-10. Coming down is going to be Williams. She drives through the lane, puts it up, no good, and Schaus with the rebound.
That's her fifth board of the ball game.
And Lovington coming the other way. That is Castro running the point. Leaves it off for Hernandez. Hernandez to Knapp. Knapp out on the right wing. Passes into Schaus, who posted up. The ball pops out of her hand, though, and it's grabbed, I believe, is that Gaitan? I believe that's Gaitan. And then they're going to call the foul on Schaus. So that's her first.
A little bit of a frustration there. They've got to be careful when they're going to Schaus because they're throwing it way high, and that's putting her in danger. And then she's coming down. So Eunice girls are slapping at that ball and getting it out of her hands. So they've got to think about that a little bit.
And her elbows, that puts her elbows there. And, in sometimes they're going to call her for throwing an elbow. So she's doing the best she can. But, yes, Eunice with the ball, passing it out. They do finally get open. That is Morin again, or McBee.
Yep,
Morin who pops a three, makes it 19-13.
First points of the quarter for Eunice come with 3.5 to go in the half.
Lea Castro getting worked on, works the ball around over to the left, gives it to Aranda. Aranda from way downtown. Aranda pops her own three. That's her first three of the game, makes it 22-13. Nice work. As coming the other way, Eunice trying to get a little more aggressive. They end up bouncing it into the ref, out of bounds. And a bounce pass that was intended for Rodriguez coming from Williams. And it will be a turnover.
I think they should probably, if it hits the ref,
I think
that
they
it
should
probably
just say,
should.
it's just, you just play it. You don't count it. You just go ahead and they should inbound it. Just let Eunice go ahead and inbound it. But
not the way the rules work.
No, that's not the way. So Eunice, I know, is unhappy about that. Lovington is happy. They inbound, give it to Lea Castro. She'll run the point, work it over to the left, and just work it all the way in and take it up uncontested, as they expected that she was going to pass around the arc like she normally does. Instead, she was just sneaky and just took it all the way into the left.
She got a good screen there from Miranda, too, that helped to keep what they were doing a secret.
And Eunice taking it the other way. A nice point, as I believe that was Rodriguez.
It was off a good pass from Williams.
Yeah, so it's an assist by Williams. 4 points in the game for Rodriguez, and that cuts it down to a 24-15 game, 9-point lead by Lovington. Castro getting worked on hard, but they're going to call Eunice for the foul as she was over in the right corner, and I think that was Morin or McBee against her. That was Morin. That's her first foul. And that's just the second team foul. Third for this,
Third for the quarter.
And Knapp gets the inbound from Malaya. Knapp getting worked on hard. Nice work and very aggressive, and they managed to steal the ball without creating a foul. Give it to Rodriguez. Oh, and then a pass is stolen away as Barunda, her third steal of the game, takes it. Gives it to Castro. Castro drives the net into the lane from the right side, puts up a shot. It doesn't fall, but she gets fouled. Let's see who they call that on.
Going to get that on Kara Thompson.
And Knapp stays in the game. The coach just wants to talk to her. So Kara Thompson with her first foul. And it puts Malea at the line. And this is, let's see, Malea's first trip to the line tonight. First one rolls in and out. No good. She's got 9 points in the game, though. And an assist, at least one assist. So score still 24-15. A minute 58 left in the second quarter. Castro puts it up, and that one pops the net. So makes
10.
It 25-15, 10-point lead for Lovington.
And 10 points for Lea Castro.
And Williams runs the point, gets it to Rodriguez. Rodriguez passes back to Williams. She drives on the right side, trying to get in the lane, but can't because good defense by Aranda and also by Rios. A bounce pass ends up going out of bounds, but it bounces off a Lovington player, so it'll stay Eunice ball, and that's going to be Rodriguez to inbound. Ooh, and kind of a bad pass, not ready for it, but they're going to say a backcourt violation, yes, as it goes to Morin.
Coach Gary Frazier arguing that Lovington touched it, which would make that a legal touch, but the ref saying nope, not having it.
So it's Randa who inbounds to Castro in front of the scorer's table. 25-15, a minute and a half left to play in the second quarter. She leaves it for Knapp. Knapp kicks it back to Rios. Rios tries to put up a shot. It won't fall. Fight for the rebound, and Barunda saves it, but passes it and loses it to Rodriguez. Then Rodriguez loses the handle on it. Good pressure, good defensive pressure by Lovington. It goes out of bounds, so it'll be another turnover against Eunice, and it'll be Lovington basketball. Aranda will inbound right in front of the scorer's table again to Castro. Castro walks it up the left side, moves over to the center, drives in, and then kicks it out. A little no-look pass over to Barunda. She wasn't quite ready for it. Couple of steps away, it goes out of bounds. So Lovington with a turnover. Is that number 8 for Lovington?
Number 10.
Number 10. A little behind in writing those down. 25-15, still your score. Just a little over a minute left to play. Eunice with the ball. Passing to Rodriguez. Rodriguez, bounce pass over to Morin. She puts up a three-point attempt. It won't fall. Fight for the rebound, and it comes down. It's going to be Eunice with the rebound. I think that was, and then passing, and it's popped up, and Lovington takes it. So another turnover for Eunice. Malea Castro's got it. She passes over to Knapp in the left corner, and then passes to Aranda. Aranda from outside the arc on the left side. Aranda that's her second tray of the game, and makes it 28-15 now. 31 seconds left. Eunice hanging onto the ball, passing around outside the arc. That's Rodriguez. She pulls up top of the arc, tries a three. It won't fall. Fight for the rebound, and JB Rios comes down with it.
That's her third board of the game.
Yes, and she leaves it off for Aranda. She'll run the point, cross center court. 15 seconds to go. Leaves it to Malea Castro. Malea just hangs up midcourt, looking, burning a little time off the clock. I think they're going to go for the last shot in the quarter here. She drives in, then puts up a three-point attempt at the buzzer. It does not go. So at halftime, your score is 28-15, Lovington leading, and we'll be back with your halftime report. It's Lovington and Eunice girls basketball from Wildcat Gym on Lovington Sports YouTube, Eunice Sports YouTube, and HobbsAmerica.com.
Oilfield Services says many traffic fatalities may be caused by an intoxicated driver. So do yourself and your community a favor and remember the 3 C's of safety: caution, courtesy, and above all, common sense. Safe and sober driving is everyone's responsibility. That message was from Stone Oilfield Services in Lovington, a name you can trust and depend on. For quality and integrity, call 575-396-1840. From the Stone family and staff at Stone Oilfield Services.
It's no secret, at some point you'll have a question or need to replace or fix something on your vehicle. Whether your vehicle is new or ancient, Lovington Auto Supply is your trusted advisor when you need dependable auto parts. Not only do they have the parts you need, they have real answers to your real automotive questions, and that help keeps your vehicle running longer and stronger. Quality parts, helpful people. Lovington Auto Supply, 217 West Avenue D in Lovington. Napa, get up and go.
Attention shoppers. Bob's Thriftway welcomes you to Lovington, New Mexico. This week you'll save big on grocery items throughout their store. Save big on produce, household items, bread products, and meats. Every week, Bob's Thriftway has big savings for their customers. Bob's Thriftway is your local hometown grocery store. So for the freshest produce, the best meats, shop Bob's Thriftway, 906 West Avenue D in Lovington.
Introducing a smarter, easier way to manage your Lee County Electric account. It is called SmartHub. Now you can pay your bill anywhere, anytime, with 24-hour access to your account. It is free and simple to use. Just search for the SmartHub app on your cell phone or device and download the free app, or go to our website at lcecnet.com and look for the SmartHub logo to view your account or pay your bill online. Managing your Lee County Electric account conveniently and securely with SmartHub.
Proudly supports their athletic teams and wants to encourage all teachers, students, and staff to keep pressing on. Wildcats, you are winners on and off of the court. Lovington Municipal Schools are proud of holding the utmost and highest standards. Go out there and be proud to be part of the Big Blue. For more information on what is happening now at Lovington Schools, log on to lovingtonschools.net and bet you won't be disappointed. Go Big Blue. 3 claps and a woo!
It's me, Sammy Sludge. I'm the sludge inside your pipes, your toilet pipes, bathroom sink pipes, even your kitchen sink pipe. I'm inside and outside, causing all sorts of problems. Plumbing problems? Call the Master. Master Plumbers, serving households in Lea County and West Texas for over 20 years. Tell Sammy Sludge you called the Master. Master Plumbers, 397-9385.
Attention oil patch companies. Is your team's safety training ready to go on location? If you need safe land, CPR, and H2S training, Cannon Safety is who you need. They'll get you squared away with NCCE ROQs and pipeline training. Cannon Safety has a variety of PW, Honeywell, H2S, and multi-gas personal monitors starting at $99. Nothing is more important than your company's safety. Don't waste any more time. Get a Cannon Safety professional on the job today. Google Cannon Safety Hobbs or call 575-738-0001.
And welcome back to Lovington and Eunice girls basketball. From Wildcat Gym, I'm Dawn Morgan with TJ Miracle, and you're watching and listening on Lovington Sports YouTube, Eunice Sports YouTube, and HobbsAmerica.com. Halftime, and Lovington is ahead 28-15. They also led at the end of the first quarter 13-10. And here is how they got there. Putting my stats together with TJ's, and I always trust his numbers more than mine, but I had the points right. So the only things we need to talk about were rebounds. And looking at Eunice, your leading scorer right now is 6 points for McKenna McBee. She's got a rebound to go along with that. Then Alondra Morin has 5 points and 1 rebound. And you've got Alina Rodriguez with 4 points and 3 rebounds. Then you've got Kara Thompson with a steal and a rebound. And you've got Peyton Williams with an assist. And Eunice turns the ball over 15 times. I do not have them going to the free throw line at all yet.
They did not.
For Lovington, your leading scorer right now, you've got 2 girls in double digits already. And you've got Aubrey Aranda with 10 points, a rebound, and 2 steals. Then you've got Malaya Castro with 10 points. And not far behind, Abigail Schaus with 6 points, 5 rebounds. And then Ashlyn Borunda with 2 points, 3 boards, 2 assists, 3 steals. You've got Jabri Rios doing a nice job on the boards for Lovington. She's got 3 rebounds. Braylon Hernandez with a rebound, and Carly Knapp with a rebound. And Lovington turns the ball over 10 times. They also go to the line, and they are 5 of 6. No. Yep, 5 of 7. 5 of 7 at the line. Now there's one more miss that I didn't write down as an M, but there it is. So 5 of 7 from the line, and winning the rebound battle as well so far. And of course, leading Eunice 28-15 at halftime. TJ.
Well, they are. And you mentioned the rebounding battle. Eunice only 6 rebounds in that first half to 14 for Lovington. Lovington taking advantage of those rebounds with a couple of looks. they've been able to get some points off that, or they've been able to stop a Eunice charge. Eunice has not done a real good job blocking out on the inside, allowing Lovington pretty much unfettered access to the glass with Schaus and Rios. They've done a nice job in Barunda, too, with the majority of the rebounds for the Lovington Lady Cats. Lovington also playing incredibly clean. I think Eunice might disagree with me on a few of those calls, but you know, it is awfully odd that no free throws taken in that first half. Matter of fact, Lovington was only whistled for 3 fouls in the entire first half, and consequently, Lovington going to the line, 4 times in that first half. 4 times in the first half, and going 5 of 7, and a lot of that was based off of turnovers. They would get turnovers, start a fast break, and Eunice, just to try and break up the break, would do a push, would reach the ball or do a push to break that up. And Lovington, 5 of their points coming from the charity stripe, and that's a big difference right now in a 13-point lead.
And Lovington was able to jump out, and they were up 11-0 on the board before Eunice really kind of woke up, and then when Eunice came back, they had some unanswered points, and they were able to shave it within 3, and in that first quarter, 13-10, and that sounds like it was much closer than it was, but for much of that first quarter, Lovington was really dominating until Eunice really caught fire there. And then in the second quarter, Lovington, as you said, was able to simply take more shots and more successful, and lots of threes. Lovington right now, Aubrey Aranda with 2 3-pointers, Malaya Castro with a 3-pointer, and as well, and.
Well, each team with 3 trays.
Yeah,
is one
Morin,
for Alondra Morin,
yeah,
and then
Morin has 3.
And then 2 for McKenna McBee.
McBee put her first 2 shots were successful, and they were both trays. But then since then, Lovington has been able to try to stay in her face and keep her from getting open in 3-point range. And even when she has been open and taken shots, they haven't fallen since then. But Eunice is a threat from the outside again if their perimeter shooting is hot, and they can consistently get in there. Then they could stack some points on you really fast. So Lovington's still they've got a lot of work to do. They've got a nice 13-point lead, but that's not enough for them. They're going to want to come out and try to keep their feet on the gas and stretch the lead out. Eunice is going to try to do the opposite and really keep them from being able to score from the perimeter, and try to seal off the lanes inside and try to keep. Schaus is going to post up, but they're going to try to do their best to try to keep any feeds from her.
Well, and I do expect to see some adjustments from both squads in the second half. There were times when Schaus would go into the paint, high post or low post, and 4 Eunice Lady Cardinals would be all over her. Now then, I have a feeling Chief Bridgeforth saw that, and he said, look, Abigail, when you're there and all of a sudden you're surrounded by red, you're going to have at least 3 teammates who are open around you. Toss it back out to them and let them look for that. Now, Gary Frazier is also smart enough to go,
he'll know.
hey, you know what? Maybe 3 is enough instead of 4 here. That way we can keep the shooters
somebody
covered
open
up.
And try to get somebody back, to get in. If the Lovington girl is open from 3-point range, to try to get back out and get in her face and keep her from popping it. So, yeah, both teams know what they need to do. It's just a matter of execution, on the court at the time, in the moment. And so we're getting ready to get this second half underway. We get into it with Lovington leading 28-15. This is the Battle of Lea County. A good crowd, pretty good especially for a Monday night here, with lots of red and blue in the stands.
And with the Cowboys playing on Monday Night Football
that's
tonight,
true. That's a biggie too. I hadn't thought about that.
On
but
our sister station, Eagle 100.5.
Exactly. So you can tune in and go back and forth if you like. But please come back and watch and listen. We thank our many sponsors of both the Lovington Lady Cats and the Eunice Lady Cardinals. And you're hearing those spots, the support, and you're also seeing the banners on the screen. So take a moment. We thank them. It's because of that support that we're able to bring you these basketball games, video in most cases, and audio, and never charge you anything. So let's get this second half underway. I believe we'll probably see our starters back on the court for both teams. And I believe so.
Yep. And
you've got Morin.
Well, you'll actually have Ostos check in to start the second half for Eunice.
Ostos will be in. And it looks like maybe in place of Williams. Yeah,
there's Williams.
She's out there. So
in place of Howler.
Then it looks like actually Gaetan may be out there too. So Eunice is 5. Eunice inbounds, and Schaus steals it away, gives it to Castro. Castro gets it to Barunda. Barunda saves it, sends it back to Knapp, and then Knapp with somebody in her face, and that was number 12, McBee. She travels. She takes a little a hop up and a step, and so a turnover, and what was looking like nice ball movement by Lovington to start that. So it's a shame that they didn't get to continue that. Eunice with the ball, passing around outside the arc. Now they pass it over to Morin from the left. She puts a shot up, and even with an attempted block, I think a Lovington girl got a hand on the ball. It goes up and in, so Morin has 2 more points.
Good movement there, and that let Morin have the opportunity from 15.
28-17. Aranda takes a 3-point shot from the right wing, doesn't fall. Barunda comes up with a rebound off of a tip from Schaus, and she gets fouled, so Barunda will go to the line. So nice work. Barunda has come in and has played a heck of a ball game, coming in and. Did she play in Monet?
No, she did not. This is her first game of the season.
First game of the season. She's looking very sharp for that, despite that, I should say. And at the line, her first one is up and nothing but net. So Barunda with another point, and that gives her 3 in the game, but she's also got 4 boards now. And 1 point at the line, and the next one rolls out and in, and Gaetan is going to
Ostos.
Ostos, that's right, has the rebound. Sorry about that. Gives it to Williams. Williams leaves it off from McBee. Back to Williams in the right corner. She puts up a shot. Oh, and pops it. 3 points for Williams. She finds the 3-point range. Closes it in. 29-20 your score now. As I said, that's that lead by Lovington sounded like a lot, but with 3-point shooters for Eunice if they get hot. And there was a 3-point attempt by Castro from the right, doesn't fall, and it's taken away. But then stealing the pass is Aranda, so give it back to Lovington. And pass to Castro over to Schaus. Schaus was in the left block and going to reach up, try to take a shot, but she is hammered by Ostos. And Ostos called for the foul. It'll be on the floor, and Schaus, luckily, she falls down but pops right back up.
And Haller going to check in for, I've got to think she's coming in for Ostos. She will. And
she does.
Looks like she's had a little work in the training room done on the right shoulder, so she's not going to be at 100%. Not sure when she got banged up in the first.
After the teams trade turnovers, back in Lovington's hands. Oh, and a nice shot as they get it to Castro. Castro sends it to Aranda. I know, Castro had it and sent it to Aranda, and Aranda took the shot. So 3 more points for her makes it 32-20. Eunice coming their way. Another steal by Barunda. Man, she's been just grand theft larceny. Gets down and going to take a shot from the left, and then she gets hammered by Williams, and she's still down on the floor. Finally pops up. They're going to call Williams for the foul. Going to get her, and Williams comes over. And Williams comes over. Good sportsmanship. She kind of comes up to her and says, hey, I think she was saying, hey, sorry about that. You okay? And she nodded. So it's on the floor. Lovington will have the ball to inbound to the left of their net. They get it out to Castro, top of the arc. Works around to the right. And gets it into Schaus, who is posted up. Turn around, no room, getting worked on hard, but tries to put it up anyway, doesn't fall, and the fight for the rebound, it's on the floor, and they're going to call a jump ball, I believe.
I think they're going to call the foul on
No,
Lovington.
They're going to call the foul. Yes, they are. They're going to call a foul, and is it going to be on Barunda? Yep. Barunda. So Ashlyn Barunda with a foul, just her first.
Yeah, Ashlyn kind of dove in there and went in on the top, so Rodriguez with the rebound, her 4th, and then the foul.
And a 3-point attempt by Williams does not fall, and Aranda comes away with the rebound. She takes it and gets it to Knapp. Knapp puts it out to Barunda. Barunda back out to Lea Castro on the right wing as Lovington resets the O. They get it into Schaus. She was in the low post position. She tries to corral it. She's getting hammered, kind of getting pushed from behind, and the ball goes out of bounds, and that will be a foul. Who did they call that on? 33 on Rodriguez. Elena Rodriguez. That's her first foul. It'll be on the floor, and Aranda inbounds it. Lovington's going to pass it around. Aranda is going to get fouled as she was driving across the top of the key, and who they called?
They got Rodriguez on that one again.
So 2 quick fouls by Rodriguez,
and that will put Lovington in the bonus.
As finally that it will send Aranda to the line. She's 2 for 2 at the line. Scored her first 2 points of the game from the free throw line. 35-20 is your score. And the first one up and good. And I did not write down the three-pointer. Oh, no, 33. I was going to say, I didn't write down to 2 more points, and that's because we didn't get them yet. So 34-20 as both shots good. Aranda perfect at the line tonight. That's really helping. Good free throwing tonight's helping Lovington. Eunice driving in. That is Williams. Williams putting up the left hook. No good. And Lovington with the rebound. Carly Knapp's got it. She gives it to Lea Castro. Castro, nice, up and in on an assist by Knapp. So Castro with 2 more points. She's got 12 in the game. And timeout by Eunice as Lovington has kind of come out and poured it on. 36-20 and full timeouts. We'll be back in 30 seconds with more Lovington and Eunice girls basketball from Wildcat Gym.
Eunice Pump and Supply has been around for over 30 years and is excited to continue their services to the community. They take pride in their employees and their hard work and dedication, and most importantly, take pride in the youth of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply is a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, another proud supporter of Lee County athletics.
And welcome back to Lovington basketball out of the Eunice timeout. It's Lovington and Eunice doing a battle. Lee County 2A versus 4A here at Wildcat Gym on Lovington Sports YouTube, Eunice Sports YouTube, and HobbsAmerica.com. I'm Dawn Morgan with TJ Miracle, and Lovington has led the entire game 13-10 at the end of the first, 28-15 at half, and now and midway through the third, 36-20, they've stretched it out to a 16-point lead, and Coach Gary Frazier wanting to take a timeout and slow the momentum of Lovington down, regroup his girls, and try to make some adjustments. Lovington wants to keep their feet on the gas, control the pace, and out of the Eunice timeout, it will be Lady Cardinal ball. That is Morin, who's going to inbound to McBee. They'll go all the way to the other end of the court from right to left. Pass into Williams. Williams back out to McBee, and then over to the right to Morin, back to McBee. She tries a three-pointer, won't fall, and Aranda with the rebound.
Her 4th board of the ball game.
And she's just going to drive in, pull up outside the arc on the right side, get it to Knapp. Knapp into Schaus. Schaus leaves it off for Aranda. Aranda back to Castro. Castro pulls up, gets it to Schaus, who posted up. Now no place to run, and they're going to call a jump ball, as I think it's Rodriguez who gets her hands on it on Schaus.
Yeah, Rodriguez and Williams were both in there.
And so it'll be Lovington basketball. The arrow goes to the Lady Cats, and it'll be Aranda to inbound to the right of the basket, into Barunda. Barunda to Castro on the right wing, back to Aranda in the right corner, and she pops another tray. Aranda with 3 3-pointers in this game makes it 39-20. Wow, Lovington's perimeter shooting has been hot tonight. And Eunice coming the other way. That is Williams. And I think they're going to call Lovington a foul on Lovington against Williams. They're going to get 42. They're going to get Schaus on the arm,
no,
or they're going to get 24.
They're going to get Aubrey Aranda.
Aubrey Aranda. 1-4, not 2-4. 1-4. Slow.
Actually 5.
1-4.
Yeah.
Aranda. Yeah.
Number 5.
And that's her second foul.
It is 1 + 4. So.
Yeah.
And another turnover.
Yeah, another turnover against Eunice. Lovington, Knapp with a shot from the left corner. Wow, where'd that come from? Her first points of the game, and it's a tray, and it puts Lovington up 42-20.
And the Lady Cats have lit up with 3 3-pointers here in this third.
Now Eunice trying their own three-pointer by Rodriguez from the left wing. They don't get it, but the rebound is controlled by Eunice, and they give it back to Rodriguez in the left wing. She puts up another one, won't fall. Fighting for the rebound against Howler, and I think they're going to call Lovington for the foul.
Nope, just out of bounds.
Okay, just stepped out of bounds. That's good news for Lovington at least. And nice Barunda is going to come out. And I think JB Rios went in for her. So Eunice inbounds. They get it out to Morin. Morin over. Oh, and the steal on that pass. Aranda with another steal, a turnover. She takes it coast to coast, trying to put the layup up and in. Doesn't fall, but they're going to get McBee, I think, or Morin for the foul. Or
yeah,
was it McBee 1-2, not 2, but 12. So her second foul.
No, you were right. It was
it
Morin.
was Morin. Okay, very good. All right, then. So that is going to put Aranda at the line. And the first one up and good. Makes it 43-20 here.
19 points for Aubrey Aranda in the ball game.
3:37 left to play in this third quarter, and Aranda
out, and Elizabeth Gaitan in for Eunice.
And in the blocks for Eunice, they've got Gaitan and Rodriguez. Second one up and nothing but net. Aranda perfect at the line, at the free throw line tonight. Makes it 44-20. So Eunice will have the ball. And
20 points for Aubrey Aranda. Welcome back from the from the little injury on Saturday afternoon.
And that is number 33, Rodriguez, who is going to run the point and bring it down center court. Back over to McBee. McBee pulls up with a shot, banks it off, fight for the rebound, ball's loose, and McBee comes away with it. She's just going to back it out mid-court. Carl for the gets it to Rodriguez, who drives in the lane from the left side. She's going to get fouled by Schaus.
And that'll put Eunice at the line for the first time tonight.
That's 2 fouls on Schaus. And that puts Rodriguez at the line. It's her first trip to the line. She's got, Rodriguez has 4 points in the game. And make that, nope, still 4. It bounces off the front of the rim.
Goes along with 4 rebounds.
Yep, she does. She had 3 in the first half and has added another one in the second half. She'll get a second chance at it. That one she buries. So Rodriguez in the books with a point, makes it 44-21. Eunice coming the way. Malaya Castro running the point. Paisha Gonzalez back in the game. Malaya to Schaus. Schaus in the lane. She posted up, tried to put up a shot. It won't fall. And I think that actually was
Thompson.
Yep. Kira Thompson with the rebound. Her second, I believe. McBee, top of the arc, gets it to Morin. Morin tries to pop a tray from the left wing, won't fall. Schaus fighting for the rebound. They're going to call the foul. Ooh, and
Thompson comes flying through and collides with Schaus, and Schaus up, and she's just
Schaus,
not happy walking back down the court.
They were fighting for the ball and some physicality. Again, both of the girls being very physical, just fighting for that ball. Arrow goes the way of Lovington, and it's going to be Castro to inbound to get it to Paisha.
Chief Bridgeforth asking why it's not free throws. It should be. Lovington is in the bonus, and
the
since
ref
nobody had position, it should be free throws.
And they're going to talk about it, and the ref is saying, it should be free throws at the line, and they're calling for it. So play was, of course, Chief Bridgeforth up and just advocating for his team, got his arms crossed and not upset in any way, just saying, hey, Schaus should be at the line where she is. Puts it up, and it banks off the right.
Abigail now 0 for 2 from the free throw line.
But she has 6 points in the game, 5 boards as well.
For the most part, though, Eunice has done a pretty good job of keeping her to a minimum. She's had a lot of inside passes, but not able to get anything to fall. And she hadn't had any room to work, really.
And that one, she buries that one. Makes it 45-21. And she will come off. Chief Bridgeforth just wanting to make sure she's okay, just cool things down. So Paisha Gonzalez out there, Castro, Aranda, Jabri Rios, and Barunda. Here comes Eunice, 45-21, 2:30 left to play in the third quarter. And they're just kind of slowing the pace down a little bit. McBee passing it to Gonzalez. Gonzalez to number 5, Gaitan. And then a shot up, no good. Fight for the rebound. It's going to be passed out, and it's going to be 33. Rodriguez with it. She pulls up, passes in, trying to find, I think that's McBee, who was underneath the basket, or is that Morin? Morin underneath the basket. The pass goes in and out of her hands. I thought she touched it.
Nope, it was Barunda touched it last on the way out.
Yeah, I thought it went through her hands. So it's the last touch by Lovington. Eunice ball. They'll inbound, and it's stolen. Nice. As Aranda with another steal gives it to Castro. Castro trying to put it up and in, won't fall. Jabri Rios fighting for the rebound. She's going to get fouled.
She gets the rebound too.
Yeah.
But now the foul's starting to add up a little bit for
Eunice.
Eunice
says that's going to be on number 5, Gaitan.
Williams.
Or 35, rather. Sorry. Williams. That's her third foul. I've got to mark that off for Gaitan there. And it puts Borunda at the line. It rolls up. Rios, right? She rolls front, back, and then drops. And that's her first point in the game. She has been good on the boards.
4 rebounds and now a point in the book.
And Williams comes out, and I believe that's Howler going in. It's Howler and Rodriguez in the blocks for Eunice. Second attempt up, and it rolls home as well.
And very close to a lane violation as Jabry thinking, oh, I didn't get enough on that one, and she was kind of scooching forward as she let it fly.
So 47-21 is the score now, 47-21. A minute 55 left in the third. Eunice going to pass around the outside of the arc. Oh, almost stolen away. And up, a shot up from the right corner by Morin, but B, however, and on the pass, it's stolen away, and then Aranda loses the handle on it under intense pressure by Eunice and falls the ball loose on the floor, and I think they're just going to call the jump ball, the arrow. The jump ball goes the way of Eunice, so that's going to be Rodriguez to inbound right in front of the scorer's table. 47-21 your score, a minute 40 left in this third quarter. Eunice with the ball, passing it around, trying to find somebody open. McBee getting worked on by Knapp. Leaves it off for Kara Thompson. Thompson over to Rodriguez on the left wing. She pulls up, takes a three-point shot, banks it off. Fight for the rebound. I think they're going to call a foul. Who are they going to get on?
Rios?
They're
going to get Rios over the back on that one.
I think so, which should be her first foul if they do call it. Yeah, a little push foul on Jabry.
4th team foul on Lovington in this quarter.
So it'll be on the floor, and that's going to put Morin into inbound from the right of the basket. She's going to get it out to Rodriguez. Rodriguez thinks about the three from the right wing, but she's got people in her face. She passes it. There's a bounce pass into Howler in the lane. The ball's on the floor, a fight for it. Are they going to call jump ball? They do, and Lovington gets the ball this time. It was Eunice's last time. Aranda will inbound to Castro. Castro will walk it up the court. Cross center, cross the timeline, center court. And now head over to the right, quickly moving. Gets it into Jabry. Jabry kicks it out to Malaya. Malaya with a three-point attempt from the right wing won't fall, but with the rebound is Borunda, and she gets fouled.
And gets the putback too. So
yeah, nice. So two more points for her. That makes it 49-21. She gets a chance at 3 the old-fashioned way.
They're going to whistle that one on Thompson. That'll be her second personal.
Yes. Just under 51 seconds left to play in the third, and the first is up. It rolls out, so no good. And that's going to be 30 Howler with the rebound, or 30. Yep, it was Howler. Gives it to Rodriguez. She drives in at the free throw line, tries to pop a shot. It won't fall. It is pushed out of bounds. Last touch, I think, by Morin. Yep, last touch by Eunice. It'll go out. It'll be Lovington basketball. And Aranda will inbound, get it to Malaya. Castro will run the point, gets it back to Aranda, and then to Jabry Rios on the right wing. Jabry leaves it off, and Aranda drives the lane, puts it up and in. What a beautiful, just a beautiful play. As that was a nice assist from Aranda.
And they called the third
personal
on Rodriguez.
And Jabry gets 2 more points in the game. Aranda, sorry,
Aubrey.
Not Jabry. Aubrey Aranda gets 2 more points in the game, but off of a nice assist by Rios. And Aranda sinks it. It rattles left, front, back, and finally in. So Aranda with another point.
And a 31-point lead.
Yeah, 52-21 with 13 seconds left in the third quarter. Eunice takes the ball. That is Morin on the right wing. Passes it, trying to get in the lane, find Garcia instead. It's another takeaway. Aubrey with another steal. She puts it up at the buzzer, no good. But we end the third quarter, and Lovington has stretched it out. They lead this one 52-21, and we'll be back in 30 seconds with more Lovington and Eunice girls basketball from Wildcat Gym.
NMR Pipeline is a highly qualified, dedicated company, leading in performance with management and employees who've provided over 45 years of service in pipeline maintenance and construction within the oil and gas industry. NMR Pipeline, 300 South Main in Eunice, or call 394-0144 for more information. Again, 394-0144. NMR Pipeline is proud to be a supporter of all Lea County athletics and academics.
And welcome back to Lovington Sports YouTube, Eunice Sports YouTube, HobbsAmerica.com. And we have one more quarter to play in this one, a cross-county rivalry match. It's Lovington versus Eunice, and Lovington has led all the way in this game and stretched it out. They were leading 13-10 at the end of the first, 28-15 at halftime now, 52-21 heading into the fourth and final quarter of this one. And
a 24-point quarter.
Yeah,
that's pretty impressive for the Lady Cats.
Yeah, and that comes off of some really good perimeter shooting. Lovington has been hot with the threes all game long.
The Aubrey Aranda show there, 13 points in that quarter.
They've made a lot of points at the free throw line as well, and a lot of steals, forcing turnovers, a lot more turnovers for Eunice than for Lovington. I think Lovington, I've got them down for 12. Is
12
that right? 12 turnovers
right now, and 23 for Eunice.
I had 22 down for Eunice. I knew I was close, but 23, I trust you. 52-21, Eunice inbounds midcourt. They quickly get it to Williams. Williams passes. They kick it back out to McBee. McBee to Thompson. Now, and a three-point shot up and blocked by Barunda, and she's going to take it as that's another turnover for Eunice. And she tries the three-pointer, won't fall, but Aranda with the rebound drives into the lane and is fouled.
25 points for Aubrey now, and she gets another a chance at the free throw line.
Right, as that
put that up on McBee.
Yeah, McBee, that's her second foul, I believe. And Aranda at the free throw line. First one is up, and nothing but net, so 3 points the old-fashioned way. That makes it 54-21.
And now 1 point away from a running clock. I'm not sure anybody expected that outcome tonight.
7.5 minutes as, I don't know why. Schaus had the post guarded pretty much, so they passed it in looking for someone, and now that pass from Williams in gets stolen away. Another turnover for Eunice. And Castro's got it, trying to drive the baseline, but getting worked on by, is that Howler or Williams? Williams. And she commits did she just step on the baseline, or did she just turned it out?
Ball got swatted away.
Okay, so no foul on that one. It just goes out of bounds. Lovington inbounds. They're going to work it around. Nice little pass. A nice assist by Aranda over to Barunda, and Barunda puts it up and in. Nice layup for her. 56-21. Coming down, Williams with the ball. Gets it over to Garcia. Back to Williams. Now to McBee on the left wing. McBee all the way to Lea Garcia. Back to Williams. Thinks about the three. Now leaves it off. McBee back over to Garcia. Back to McBee. Top of the arc. Back to Garcia. Bounce pass in to Howler. Howler this time. And now finding Howler in the lane. And then finally, they do work it over to Williams. Williams had used the opportunity to post up, and a bounce pass into her. She's going to put up the shot, but she gets foul. I think they're going to call Schaus for the push on that. So it's her third foul. And they will. And it will send Williams to the line. It's her first trip to the line. She's got 3 points in the game. And it's up and good. So now she's got 4, makes it 56-22. And Jabri Rios and Braylon Hernandez are going to come in. It's a Barunda and Aranda going out for a well-deserved rest, and that is going to put Rios and Schaus in the blocks for Lovington. Second attempt by Williams goes out, but the rebound comes down by Thompson. Gets it out, kicks it out. McBee's going to have it on the right wing. McBee over, I believe, to Howler. Back into McBee, a bounce pass to Williams in the lane, looking for room, tries to put up the shot. She's going to get fouled again. No, they're going to call, they do. They call the foul. They're going to get that one on Schaus again.
Too,
yeah, they do.
And they're going to call the push on Barunda.
On Barunda, okay. So I knew it could be one of 3 in there. So Barunda with the foul, and that puts Williams back at the line.
But that bucket does get this back under running clock.
56-24 now, and Peyton Williams with 6 points in the game. Stay 6. This time, it's the rebound comes out. Braylon Hernandez to Castro. Castro pulls up right arc and gets it into Schaus. Schaus right at the free throw line, looking for somebody. Somebody trying to pass it, trying to find her open, and finally does.
Eunice wanted the 5 count.
They did.
I think they might have had something on that
She was
one.
right at the edge of, just right at the top of the key. Gives it to Malaya. Good defense by Eunice now. And Knapp is open, so she tries a three-point shot. It's an air ball. It goes out of bounds, so it should be Eunice basketball, and it is. Schaus just looking for someone open, and she was standing, I think, 1 foot probably in the lane. Spilt milk now. 57-24 is your score with 4:50 left to play in this one. Eunice passing around the outside, trying to get Williams open. Top of the key, tries a three-pointer, won't fall. Schaus with the rebound, and she's not able to control it. It's tipped away and actually goes to Lea Garcia. They pass it in, a shot up from point-blank range. Schaus fights for the rebound, and Eunice trying to get a hand in on it, and they're going to call, I think.
They're going to get Williams for her fourth personal.
So that is going to send, that's going to be on the floor. So Lovington with the ball, 57-24. Malaya Castro takes her time, makes it across the line in time, moves it over to the left, leaves it off for Knapp. Knapp drives in, thinks about shooting, now passing out around. Jabree's got it in the right corner, back to Knapp, back out to Malaya Castro, yep. And they're going to call a foul away from the ball.
Yep, they're going to get Jabree on an elbow.
So Rios called for the foul. That's her second, I believe.
Yep, and that'll be the 14th turnover for Lovington.
Yes, and that's 4:12 left to play in this game now. 57-24 is your score. Lovington leading, and foul on the floor. It's not the fourth team foul. Eunice inbounds. They give it to McBee. Over to Williams. She pulls up, pops the tray. Beautiful shot. Peyton Williams with her second tray of the game. Makes it 57-27 now.
9 points in the game for Williams.
And Knapp is now going to run the point. Move it around to the right corner. Leave it off for Malaya. She drives around. Tight defense by Eunice. Knapp is going to pull out. McBee almost steals it away. Ball loose on the court. Tie ball is called, and it'll go the way of Eunice.
Should be Lovington.
Yep, they're Yep, it is. It's White. He's motioning Lovington. So Schaus will come out. Knapp comes out, and let's see, Pesha Gonzalez and Braylon Hernandez go in. Rios to Castro on the right wing. Castro's going to walk it around back to midcourt. Drive in. Now drive over to the left. Ball bouncing, taken away. Turnover 15 for Lovington, and a nice takeaway and a beautiful pass and a feed there. An assist for Gonzalez and 2 more points for McBee.
McBee now with 8 in the game for the Lady Cards.
It makes it 57-29. 3 minutes left to play in this one. And it's going to be Castro who's driving around the outside of the arc on the right. And I think they're going to get McBee for the reach in.
They will. That'll be her third personal, third team foul in the quarter as Haller checks out and Garcia checks in.
That's right. Number 1, Lea Garcia. Now 57-29. And it'll be Lovington to inbound. Castro to Rios in the right corner. Trying to find room, getting worked on pretty good. Finds Pesha Gonzalez and now passes out to Barunda. Barunda from the top of the arc tries a three-pointer, doesn't fall. Fight for the rebound. Jabri Rios gets a hand on it. They're going to call her for another foul.
Yeah, as Rodriguez came down with it, and Jabri just went up too high and kind of came down with the elbow in the face of Rodriguez.
Just under 3 minutes to play now. Score still 57-29. Eunice will have the ball. They'll inbound to the right of Lovington's basket. That'll be Gonzalez to Williams. Williams running the point. Back to Gonzalez on the right wing. Into Williams. She'll drive in. Kick it out to McBee. McBee tries a three-pointer. Rolls off the top of the rim. And Castro with a rebound. Bounce pass to Gonzalez. Gonzalez into Barunda on the left wing. Left corner, rather. She turned around. Fights her way to underneath the basket, puts one up, but won't fall. Williams with the rebound. She's going to bring it across timeline right side. Pulls up, tries the three-point shot. This one does not fall. She gets her own rebound, and then they pass quickly, and Rodriguez pops the tray from the left wing, makes it 57-33, or 32 rather, and now a timeout taken with 2:16 left in the game It's just a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it right here and just say a big thank you to all of our sponsors for both Eunice and Lovington girls, as this has really been a dominant performance by Lovington, but Eunice has certainly done some good work in this game as well, and they haven't given up, and here they are, popping some trays toward the end of the game. A 3 by Rodriguez, a 3 by Williams a couple of minutes ago, and but Lovington doing a nice job on the offensive side tonight and the defensive side as well. A lot of girls, there's a lot of fouling all of a sudden. We didn't have many fouls in the first half. A lot more fouling in the second half as Eunice has really picked up the pressure, but in doing that, they have created a lot of fouls. And Eunice and Lovington has had some fouls as well. Out of timeout, just a little over 2 minutes to play. 57-32 is your score here. Lovington leading at Wildcat Gym. Only time these two teams are scheduled to play each other this season. And after tonight, Lovington will go on the road tomorrow night. There's a good warm-up for them, and they'll take some good momentum into this, as they will win this game and go up to 2-3 on the season, go against Roswell High tomorrow night. Eunice will have a week off before they play at home. Lovington inbounds. Lea Castro working it around right side of the arc, leaves it off for Aranda. She drives in, pulls up from the right, a nice little, about a 10-foot jumper, and buries it. Aranda with 2 more points in the game.
28 points in the game for Aranda, leads everybody.
59-32 as Williams comes down, driving in the lane on the right side, and I think they're going to get either Pesha or Jabry for that.
Going to get Pesha on
Pesha, so Gonzalez with the first foul.
And that will put Eunice in the bonus for the last 94 seconds of this one, so a chance to chip into the lead with the clock not moving.
59-32 right now, and Williams at the line. She is 1 of 1 at the line.
1 of 3.
I wrote down the one she made. Oh, I've got 1 of 2, so now she's 1 for 4. I'll write those misses down.
Eunice, not a lot of trips to the line tonight, but have not made the most of them.
And that one she does bury. So nothing but net with Williams.
And
now,
she has 10 points in the game to lead the Lady Cards.
All in the second half. Coming the other way, Aranda with it. Drives in, pulls out, gives it to Gonzalez in the right wing. She leaves it off for Lea. Castro drives in for the right side. Uncontested, puts it up and in. Castro with 2 more points.
14 for Castro.
Yeah, nice work. Makes it 61-33 now. That's Williams on the right wing. Leaves it off for McBee. Or no, that's Alea Garcia. And back to Garcia. Back to McBee. Now McBee to Williams. Thinks about the 3, but she's got 2 Lovington girls in her face. She gets it back off the pass, now pulls up and tries the 3. It goes in and out. Ball's loose on the court, and Castro comes down with it, a rebound. Almost taken away. Bounce pass over to Aranda. Aranda, top of the arc. Back out to Castro. Back to Aranda. Looks like Lovington may just hang on to the ball here and
yeah, just play a game of keep away,
and
pretty
now
much.
I think they're going to call the foul, and it was either Garcia or Morin, or maybe they're going to get Morin. So
that'll be her 3rd personal.
Yep, 61-33. It'll just be on the floor, and Aranda will inbound from just to the right of the scorer's table. Probably get it into Castro. 32.5 seconds left on the clock. Lovington leading this one 61-33. They'll get their 2nd victory of the season. Oh, and no foul called. Aranda getting worked on. She just leaves it off for Castro. I think Lovington's just going to hang on to the ball out near midcourt. Just pass it back and forth. Aranda works it over. Going to give it to Gonzalez. Gonzalez gets fouled by Morin, as Eunice is just not going to let Lovington hang on to the ball and run the clock out.
And that will put Lovington in the bonus, so that'll put Gonzalez at the line to shoot 2.
This is her first trip to the line.
So a chance to get in the scorebook tonight.
Exactly. 61-33 right now. Just 14.5 seconds left on the clock. As Eunice, Lovington was content just to hang on to the ball and run out the clock, but Eunice did not want to do that, willing to give fouls just to keep the game moving, and Gonzalez rattles the first one home, makes it 62-33, so she's in the books, has a chance at another one. This one falls short. Almost gets her own rebound. The ball loose on the court. They're going to call the jump ball, or they're going to call the foul. Yeah, jump ball. And this should go Eunice's. This should be Eunice's basketball this time. It is 62-33 with just 12 seconds left on the clock. Eunice Inbounds, that is Gonzalez to Williams, who will run the point. Come up on the right side. Pass it over to Garcia. Garcia buries one from the right wing. Makes it 3 points and makes it a 62-36 game at the very end. The clock runs out, but Eunice has the last word, and they're able to pop a tray. They didn't give up at all in this game and kept it going. 62-36 is your final score. Lovington winning this one. Eunice will drop to 2-2 on the season now. And Lovington goes up to 2-3, improves, and will be on the road at Roswell. We'll be back in just a couple of minutes to go ahead and finish this one up, as we will be back with more Lovington and Eunice girls basketball coming up on Lovington Sports YouTube, Eunice Sports YouTube, and HobbsAmerica.com.
Supporter of their Eunice community and their Eunice Cardinals. Guns Up Services has been in business almost 13 years and is family owned and operated, located at 2105 Avenue O in Eunice. They are your trusted vacuum truck, winch truck, frac tanks, rental equipment, and dirt work provider. Guns Up Services in Eunice wants to cheer on their Eunice Cardinals and wish them luck this sports season. Guns Up Services, another proud supporter of all Lea County athletics. Go number 5. Parker Energy, family owned and operated since 2006. Their team is known for their hard work and dedication, big enough to meet your needs for transport, pump trucks, vacuum trucks, and disposal services. Parker Energy and their staff are huge supporters of all Lea County sports and academics. They encourage their young adults to go the extra mile, whether it's sports, grades, or just being a better you. Parker Energy Support Services, 2350 Avenue O, a proud supporter of Lea County athletics.
Bart Parker, owner of Redbird LP Gas Company, and his employees are proud of their Eunice Cardinals. Bart, class of 1971, state champions of both basketball and baseball, support the kids with their academics and athletics. They realize that balancing both is challenging and appreciate their determination. Redbird knows the Eunice Cardinals have worked really hard to get where they're at, and they are cheering them on all the way. Bart and his crew say, "Go Eunice Cardinals!" Redbird Garage is your hometown local mechanic shop specializing in minor and major repairs, from oil changes, car washes, brake work, AC repair, and so much more. For more information, call 394-8828. Call 394-8828. Or swing by Redbird Garage at 1800 North Main Street in Eunice and meet the new owners, Josh and Erica Jones. Redbird Garage is your hometown mechanic shop, committed to always doing what's right for you and your vehicle.
And welcome back to Lovington and Eunice girls basketball from Wildcat Gym. I'm Dawn Morgan with TJ Miracle. Lovington posting a 62-36 victory over Eunice tonight, leading all the way 13-10 after the first, 28-15 at half, 52-21 at the end of the third, and then 62-36 as Eunice was able to score 15 points in that fourth quarter, and the most of any of the quarters that they played against Lovington tonight. But Lovington very strong. Lovington turned the ball over 15 times, and Eunice turned it over 25 times. And I'll let you go ahead and pick up. I've got the points and rebounds figured, but why don't we take it through the rest of the stats there, TJ.
All right, we will start with the Eunice Lady Cardinals. Their leading scorer tonight was Peyton Williams. She finishes up the night with 10 points and 3 rebounds. 8 points for Alina Rodriguez, 5 rebounds for Alina. She was the leading board getter for the Lady Cards. 8 points for McKenna McBee and 4 rebounds. 7 points and a board for Alondra Morin. And you had 3 points for Alea Garcia. As a team, Eunice with 18 rebounds. They go 3 of 7 from the charity stripe. Not a lot of opportunities from the free throw line. Turn the ball over 25 times. 10 in the first, 5 in the second, 6 in the third, 15 in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, now I've got Aubrey Aranda down as the leading scorer for Lovington and leading everybody with 28 points. Is that right?
That is correct. Aranda tonight with 28 points to go along with 6 boards. Abigail Schaus, Malaya Castro next, 14 points and 2 rebounds, 7 points, 8 boards for Abigail Schaus, 7 points, 5 rebounds for Ashlyn Barunda, 3 points for Carly Knapp, 2 points for Jabri Rios, and 1 point for Paisha Gonzalez. Lovington as a team, as we mentioned, the rebounds, 29 rebounds as a team. They win that battle. They go 16 of 22 from the free throw line. 15 turnovers for the Lady Cats. 13 in the first, 15 in the second, 24 in the third, and 10 in the fourth gets them to their 62 on the board.
All right, so, a better showing for Lovington, of course, a 4A against a 2A, but Eunice coming in with this one very strong. We thought it would be maybe a closer battle than that, as they looked a lot better matched on paper than execution turned out to be during the game. But still, a lot of good things that both teams did, and Lovington was just able to force some more turnovers, make points off of the turnovers, and were able to out-rebound Eunice and make points off of the rebounds as well. They also did much better at the free throw line, and they were getting fouled more than they committed fouls tonight. The fouling kind of picked up in that second half much more than the first, but Lovington able to really dominate. They put the first 11 points on the board unanswered, and even though Eunice fought back and were able to get it within 3 at the end of that first quarter, that's the closest that they were able to keep it at that point. From that point on, Lovington stretched out the lead, and they were able to win this one 62-36 final score. Lovington on the road to play at Roswell tomorrow, and then right back here at Wildcat Gym against Denver City Friday night. We will have that game for you on Friday night. We will not have their road game tomorrow night. Eunice girls have a week off, and they will be hosting the Lubbock Titans coming up Monday the 16th at 6 p.m. at Eunice Gym. So they much luck to them. Good safe travels for Eunice. They brought a lot of fans to Wildcat Gym this evening, and safe travels to all of them. So nice crowd, and good game for Lovington. Of course, Eunice is not going to be real happy with the results of this or their execution. I'm sure they've got some things to work on, but still going up against a 4A team, it was a spirited Lee County battle, but Lovington wins this one and will take a little momentum into tomorrow night's game.
You would certainly hope so, and best of luck, of course, moving forward for both of these teams. Next up, as you mentioned, Friday night here on the Lovington Sports YouTube channel for the Lovington girls. On the Eunice Sports YouTube channel Thursday night, the Eunice boys will be in action at Joe Langston Gym. Jimmy and the crew will have that one, so be sure you tune in, watch, and tell everybody as they turn the lights out on us.
Of course, you can always keep up with it. Look on our Facebook pages on all of our stations for game day posts to see who's playing when and where, and the links to be able to click. And you can also find it always on the front page at HobbsAmerica.com. For TJ Miracle, I'm Dawn Morgan saying congratulations. Lovington over Eunice tonight, 62-36. Something tells me Eunice girls will be right back in the thick of things, and Lovington taking momentum on the road tomorrow night. So until we see you again, thank you for watching and listening. Thanks to our sponsors, and we will see you again soon on Lovington Sports YouTube and on Eunice Sports YouTube as well. Good night.